Okay, hi everyone. This is Justin Kim, and I just want to start off by saying I love this class this semester, learning about food and culture and the history it all has. So, starting with that, I made a dessert from a Dutch descent slash Netherlands. It's called Oliebol. It's kind of, I'm pretty sure I'm not even saying it right, but this is the dessert. I wish I could flip this around, but that's what it is. Pretty much a Dutch donut. Cream puffs is what it looks like to me. And it's actually fairly easy to make. So I actually love to cook, but I really don't ever make desserts. So when this project came about, I decided to make it. And because who doesn't like donuts? And that's actually why I chose that dish. The culture behind it too. Also, I don't know much about Dutch culture at all. I'm trying to get this camera. Sorry. So, starting now. The cultural significance of this dish, it's not an everyday type of meal, no, or a dessert, no. It's actually special because it's traditionally supposed to be made on New Year's Eve. Now, also, the reason why I'm kind of hesitating is because this is probably my first time reading the questions off of Canvas, but I also want to be honest with my answers and all. So, but like I said, it's a New Year's type of dessert. And like I said, yeah, so it's made on New Year's Eve. And any norms that go into eating this dish, I guess the norms would be people always put raisins and cassants, if I'm saying them right. I'll get to explain what that is in a little bit. And the story behind this dish is actually, it's kind of a random thing, of course, but there was actually this painting found in the Netherlands, I believe, and there was a woman holding a basket of these oliebollen, and I don't know how they determined it was oliebollen, but that's what they declared and said. So, and that painting was actually found in 1652. So this, if it's true, then this dessert has really come a long way and has history more than anything else I've ever heard. Also, so the experience of me making this dish, any challenges in finding needed ingredients? Well, actually, I wrote down the ingredients right here. There's actually less than 10 ingredients and less than like 8 steps, I believe, to make it. Okay, so the ingredients is 1 cake of yeast that's compressed, and it's about half an ounce, 0.6 is what it says online. And you can find that at honestly any foreign supermarket. I mean, if you're trying to find some, my friend took me to one, I honestly completely forget what it is, but it's all around like Asian market, and you could probably just type it in Google and type in foreign markets and find this, but it's just half an ounce of yeast that's compressed. No biggie at all. So just compressed yeast, pretty much. And then milk. Everyone has milk. 1 cup of milk. 2 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, which I had in my kitchen along with the milk. 2 teaspoons of salt, which I also had. 1 egg. 3/4 cups of currants, currants. So I read online that it's something to do with the berry plant, but I thought to be creative and just throw in any kind of fruit you want. That's what I would suggest. Any kind of fruit you want, because that's what you're going to get out of the Dutch donut. And then also along with that, you're supposed to add 3/4 of raisins, and I think you should add, there doesn't have to be raisins, this is a traditional way, but you can make M&Ms or Skittles even, or little pieces of Kit Kat, who knows. And then so you put all that into a pot, and then you have a separate pot with 1 quart of oil, 1 quart of like vegetable oil. And another history thing is they used to call them Schlottenbollens because these Dutch donuts were actually deep fried in animal fat. Yeah, I thought that was very strange and very, very weird. But yeah, just 1 quart of vegetable oil. Just put that on, like on high, because you're supposed to have a deep fryer, but just put it on high on the stove. And then a green apple, Granny Smith, and just cut that up a lot, and then powdered sugar. So I had everything besides the yeast. I actually had raisins. I used Raisin Bran. For my fruit, I actually had an apple, but like I said, it's for green apple, and I also had some pineapples. Now, the specific directions into making it is, so like I said, you have the one pot on high with the vegetable oil, then you have everything else in the one other pot with all the milk and stuff like that. So you stir the yeast in the milk first, break up the yeast in the milk, and just keep mixing it. Then just mix it for a little bit, and then mix the flour, salt, and then add an egg. Stir all that. That's 2 steps, but it could be 1. You add and stir the extras, meaning the fruit, the candy, the currants, the raisins, whatever you want. For me, it was like Raisin Bran and apples and pineapple. So while the other pot's heating up, this other pot with all your stuff in it that's mixed, you kind of want it like pancake mix, honestly. And then you want to cover the pot, put it on low for about an hour, so the batter doubles its size and it expands. Takes about an hour, and then once it's done, you roll the balls. I'd put on like the rubber gloves, put on the gloves, roll up the Dutch donut batter into little balls, and then sometimes they fall apart. That's what happened to mine, but honestly, I did not read anything else what to do with it, but it's good anyways. And then they say to use 2 spoons while it deep fries, and then you just wait till they're golden brown, and it takes about 8 minutes. So that's all it really takes to make these Dutch donuts. I really hope you guys try to make it, because it takes really realistically an hour. So have a good night, have happy holidays, and good night.